All right, I'm going to go ahead and go over your homework. This is your Go Math, lesson 9.2, page 185. I asked you to do the evens, so I'll go over the evens, and then I had asked you to do the back, which are just simple review questions to make sure that you're prepared for the test. That's the FSA. All right, so anywho, just ignore me. We're going to go ahead and just go through this very quickly. Again, you are only needing to do the evens. And if you're watching to record letters, your first letter you can record is the letter C. Okay, so we're going to start out by going through the directions. Use the coordinate grid, A, to write an ordered pair for the given point. So I'm going to use the coordinate grid A, and I need to come up with an ordered pair. And again, an ordered pair is represented as a location on your coordinate system. How much do you go across the x-axis and how much do you go across the y-axis? So the first one I'm going to look at is point B. So I want you to go to your coordinate grid and I want you to look for point B. So hopefully you see that point B is right here. And again, I need to think. I see that there are two numbers connected with point B, but I need to decide which one is going to go first. And so the strategy that we talk about is that we're going to run before we jump. Think about a long jump. So I need to see how many units did I run across, and that is 5. If you go down, you'll see that I went across 5 units. And then how much did we jump up? And you'll see that I went up 7 units. And again, it's just like a number line, so you could count your intervals, or you can look right across and it's 7. So we have a vertical number line and a horizontal number line. Okay, look at for letter D. Again, you're doing the same thing with letter D. You're going to look, I see it here, and you're going to figure out its coordinates. So I can see when I'm looking at it that's associated with the number 3 and the number 9. But those two numbers, I need to decide which one's going to go first, the 3 or the 9. Which one? And you should hopefully realize that we would, again, run across the 9 and then jump up the 3. So when you're looking at number 4, your ordered pair D, you have a coordinates of 9, 3. Look at number 6. Number 6 asks you to find the ordered pair for letter F. So again, I want you to find letter F on your coordinate grid. And I'll just chill while you're doing that. Okay, hopefully by now you found it. And it's right here. And again, I need to find the ordered pair for here. How many units did I travel across my x-axis? And how many units did I travel across my y-axis? So when I look down, I can see that I traveled across 6 units. And again, think of it as a number line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I traveled across 6 units and I was able to jump up 5 units. So you now have an ordered pair. And you would represent that ordered pair as 6, 5. Again, you want to count how far did you run and then how much did you jump. So far, so easy. We're making great time. Now we're going to do the same thing, just the opposite. We're going to plot these points on our blank coordinate grid. So when I look at number 8 is asking me to plot the letter R, and it's saying to do it at 0, 4. So a classic error that students are going to make is they're going to say, okay, here's 0, and they're going to go across 4. But what is that error? What error did I make? Hopefully you recognize that I did not go across the 0, but in fact I went across 4. So I had these two backwards. If I go across 0, I run 0, and then I jump 4, your point should be right here, and we're going to label that as point R. Again, moving on, I'm going to look for M. M is going to be at 2, 1. So if I did it backwards, this would be 2, this would be 1, a classic error. You want to run and then jump. I'm going to label this as point F. And I want you to try number 12 on your own, so I'm not going to do that one with you. You're going to plot the ordered pair 1, 5, and label it as Q on your number line. Go ahead and pause the video if you are watching it on replay to plot that point. Okay, so as we're moving on, we now have boom, 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 another coordinate grid, yay! And we're going to use it to answer these great questions. What I do love about this one is it goes over location, and we've talked so much about how a coordinate plane helps you to find a specific location. Okay, so number 14, because I said evens only. What is the distance between Kip's Pizza and the bank? So I need to look here, and I need to find Kip's Pizza first. So here is Kip's Pizza, and the next location is between Kip's Pizza and the bank. So where do I see the bank? Oh, I see the bank here. Now, to find the distance between, I can just count my intervals on and on as if it was a number line. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So the distance between Kip's Pizza and the bank is 6 units. Another way you could do that, but a little bit more challenging, would be to realize that this is 8 across on my x-axis, and this is 2 across on my x-axis, so 8 minus 2 is also 6. Okay, so that was pretty quick. Yay, that was only like 6 minutes of homework. So then I asked you to do the back side, and I just said all because they all seem to tie in very well. When I look at the back side, it says which ordered pair describes the location of the playground. So again, this is really easy. I'm looking for my playground, and I need to decide which of these two numbers is going to go first. I've got a 2 and I've got a 4. Right, you're going to run across first and then jump. So your ordered pair is going to be 4, 2. So 4, 2 is B. Now if you look, you're going to see that there was a distractor also of 2, 4. So make sure that you're careful and you're making sure that you're running before you're jumping. If you're recording letters, your next letter is A. So you now have 2 letters. Look at number 2. What is the distance between the school and the library? So here's the school and here's the library. I need to find the distance between them. Again, you can treat this like a number line and count your intervals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Or you can take the distance on the y-axis of 8 and subtract 2. And again, you get the same answer as 6 units. Okay, so we're still moving very fast. Yay. It says, what is the value of the underlined digit? So you need to think, what is the place value? Well, within each of our periods, we've got ones period, thousands period, and millions period. We have HTO, hundreds, tens, ones. HTO, hundreds, tens, ones. HTO. So I need to figure out the value of this. And we know it's in our thousands period. And this is our ones. This is our tens. So it's actually worth 10,000, but it's not just 10,000. There's 6 of there. So 6 times 10,000, think about expanded form, is what? Right, 6 times 10,000 is 60,000. So pretty simple. Hopefully you understand that as we're about to move into place value. Okay, look at number 4. Andrew charges $18 for each lawn he mows. Suppose he mows 17 lawns per month. How much money does Andrew make? So we're going to go through and we're going to use our cubes. We're going to circle our numbers, what they represent, how much money will he make per month, and this is each is my operation word. So if he is charging $18 for each lawn and he's mowing 7 lawns, each is telling me to perform what operation? Very good. Each is telling me to perform multiplication. 18 lawns times $17 for each of my lawns. And now I'm just going to go through my multiplication. 7 times 8 is 56. So I'm going to Good. Drop my 6 and regroup my 5. And then 7 times 1 plus 5 more. Awesome, you got 12. Now, before I even move on to my second partial product where I multiply the 1 times 18, I want you to notice that when you look at your answer choices, only one of your answer choices has a 6 in the ones place. So logically that would work, but as mathematicians, we always continue on and we persevere through and check our work. So what I did here is I dropped a 0. Why did I drop down that 0? Awesome. I dropped down that 0 because this number is not 1. It's in fact 10 because it's in the tens place. So in order to multiply 18 times 10, I know I can just drop down to 0. And now I can multiply 1 times 18. So 1 times 8 is 8, and 1 times 1 is 1. And now I can just add together those two partial products. So I'm going to give you a moment to go ahead and do that on your own. All right, awesome. So you should have gotten an answer choice, and I'm going to move on from there. Look at number 5. Number 5 says, Harlow can bicycle at a rate of 18 miles per hour. How many hours would it take him to bicycle a stretch of road that is 450 miles long? Whoa, that's just sick. So I'm going to go through, I'm going to use cubes so he can bicycle at a rate of 18 miles per hour. How many hours would it take him to stretch 450 miles? Whew. So I know that he needs to go a total of 450, and 18 miles per hour is telling me I'm going to do what operation? Right, I'm going to divide. I'm going to take my total of 450 miles, and I'm going to divide it by 18. So I don't know my multiples for 18, but I do know my 20s, so I can use 20s to help me estimate. I know that I cannot do 4 divided by 18, but about how many times can 18 go into 45? Right, again, 18 is kind of close to 20, so 20, 40, if I went in 3 times 60, that'd be too high. So let's try 2 and see if it works. 2 times 8 is? Good, 16, so I'm going to drop my 6 and regroup my 1. And then 2 times 1 plus 1 more is? Awesome. So now I've gotten this part. I've given each of my 18 miles. I've given them each of my 18 miles per hour, 2 miles. Perfect. So let's keep going. Now I'm just going to subtract 45 minus 36. So some people know this answer right away, but if you don't, you know that you're going to borrow. And now I have 15 minus 6. Awesome, it's 9. And then 3 minus 3 is 0, so you're good. Again, you always want to check your remainder against your divisor and make sure that your remainder is less than your divisor. Otherwise, you know it needed to go in one more time. Okay, so now I have 90, and I need to figure out about how many times can 18 go into 90. And I know based on my answer choices, it's got to be a whole number. So let me think. 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Well, I know that 18 is less than 20, so 100 is probable. Guess I could try that. So 18 times what got us close to 100? Or about 20. Right, times 5, because when I did 5 times 20, that got me to 100. So let's see, will 5 times 18 work? 5 times 8 is? Right, it's 40, so I'm going to drop down my 0. Hey girl, hey, welcome to the live feed. 5 times 1 is 5, but plus 4 more. Boom. So it ends up being that she will take 25 hours to do the 450 mile stretch. Sonny, I have already finished the front side. It was very quick evens. And hey Chloe. So Chloe and Sonny, I've already, oh gosh, we're just filling up the room. Hi, I'm Brian. Who's Brian? What up, Brian? I've already done the front side. But if you're going to go back and rewatch it to help you with your homework, there are some letters that you're collecting for a word. I've already done 2 of them, so you're getting ready to get your 3rd letter, and I'll go ahead and give it to you now. Your 3rd letter is N. So if you are collecting those 3 letters, turn it in with your name for a prize tomorrow. So 6 says Molly uses 192 beads. You already did your homework. Well, you could always go back and check. I don't know. 192 beads to make a bracelet and a necklace. It takes 5 times as many beads to make a necklace than it does to make a bracelet. How many beads are used to make a necklace? Hey, so Chloe, I will clarify that I'm proud that you already did your homework, especially since I forgot and I waited so late, so that's my bad. Okay, so she uses 192 beads to make a bracelet and a necklace. It takes 5 times as many beads to make a necklace than it does to make a bracelet. How many beads are used to make the necklace? This is a little bit much because she used this to make the 2 of them, a bracelet and a necklace. So what I know is that it's 5 times as much to make a necklace. So this would be my bracelet, and this is going to be my necklace. And my necklace is going to take 5 times as much. So 1, 2, I'm kind of doing a model, 3, 4, 5. So for every 1 bracelet, it's going to take 5 times as many beads to make that necklace. So I just did like a tape model, and this is going to represent a number. I'm going to take that 192 beads, and I'm actually going to divide it into the number of parts that I have. I have 5 parts for my necklace, and I have 1 part for my bracelet. So I'm taking that 192 and dividing it by 6. Hey, Chloe, I wonder if you got this part right, because this is kind of complicated. And there's a distractor because a lot of people are going to take 192 and divide it by 5. But anyways, divided by 6. So I want to figure out about how many times can 6 go into 1. That would be 0. And about how many times can 6 go into 19? 6, 12, 18. So 6 times 3. I know that worked. And I'm going to move on my 1's place and drop to my 2. So 12 divided by 6. And of course, we know that 12 can go into 6 2 times because 2 times 6 means taking away 12. And I got nada left over. I have no idea who this person is. I don't know about you, but I appreciate the comment. What up? So that's it for tonight, guys. However, I am, while I'm away, going to still live broadcast your homework. I would not want to do you a disservice at all. If you have any comments, questions, concerns while I'm out, why am I looking at the book? So if you have any comments, welcome to my bedroom. It's my bed. Ta-da. It's only quiet in my house right now. If you have any questions, comments, concerns while I'm out, just leave a comment and I'd be glad to help you. I am going to miss you guys so much while I'm out, but I'm sure I'm going to be learning lots of great things to bring back my classroom. And you aren't even in class. You don't have to be in my class to love me. Listen to that, please. All right, guys. You guys have a great night. And again, I will see you all. I'll be back Thursday. Again, if you didn't tune in for the whole thing, go back, rewatch it, check your work, and collect those 3 letters for your secret mystery word. Check on the flip side.